Oh, that was good timing. Just as the thing switched over, it became, well, from my, you can see it from your point of view, but from my point of view, literally the intro sequence ended and then the loading screen swapped over at exactly the same time. It was perfect timing. Anyway, it's got a very quick thing to do in this, and then we can crack on. Actually, you know what? Let's just go straight into the main game. Now, there's a couple of things that have happened. One of them very, very minor, and the other one is another big milestone. Let me just. I can't use that one because that one's active. Okay, that's that one. That's that one. I've got to sell that. It's not worth a huge amount. Mud crab thing. Where is it gone? Yep, that's got to go in the. Right, first things first, and you probably noticed it straight away. But I'll show it to you properly in a second. Because I really need to empty out. Oh, I am getting low on bank space. I think. No, that's all right. I'm down to. I think I've got about 50 more spaces in the bank at the moment. I think at some point I'm going to have to work towards upgrading the bank so I've got more storage space, which I think is going to cost me about 80k. Which is a fair amount of the old gold coins, but it, in the long term, is going to be worth it. Right, anything I can get rid of here? Keep those because I think there's achievements to go along with that. Okay. So, first things first, let's also get my XP buff from the event. Good evening. Yeah, if you look to the bottom right of the screen, as I see it, you should notice that a certain skill that I have been working on for a very, very long time is now finally maximum level 20 Legend Domain. That's taken me a long time to do because I didn't really sort of get. Good evening to you as well. Didn't really get to a point where I was doing it. So it's like I wasn't really caring about it when I first started, but then when I decided I want to do the Thieves Guild DLC, I realised that Legend Domain helps a lot. And yeah, I have now maxed it. Finally, as you can see, where is it? Oh, it goes under World, I should say. 20 or 20, all the passives unlocked, which is just like, yeah, that's good. And obviously, a character class like, say, the Nightblade will be able to take advantage of those skills and passives a lot easier than I would because I'm a sorcerer. But yeah, Excavation maxed out. Legend Domain maxed out. Scrying maxed out. Soul Magic. I don't really need that, but it's maxed out. Same for Vampire. Obviously, I can't say Werewolf, unfortunately, because the two don't go well together. And honestly, the most I got it was for the little passive buff, so that's perfectly fine. So I've got like Dark Brotherhood, which I am slowly working on. I'm 4 points away from maxing that out. 5 Guild, so Fighters, Mages Guild, Sigic Order, which I've already maxed out, Thieves Guild, which you know I've already maxed out, and Undaunted. Now this one only really levels when I do either group dungeons or I do certain pledges and things like that. I'm probably not going to keep track of that at the moment because I don't really need it, but it's definitely helpful if you've. Oh, I do apologise. That's the Iron Brew. What this one does is it's really helpful if you do lots of group stuff. I don't really do a major amount of group stuff on this character. I do occasionally when the urge grabs my fancy, but for the most part, I don't really need to worry about it. As I say, Alliance War, this is the PvP stuff, so again, don't really need to worry about that too much. Racial, it's already been maxed out. Weapons, sorry, class and weapons. I think I only really use the destruction stuff. I may, as I said, I was thinking about swapping over my abilities at some point. I may switch into restoration stuff because this gives me a what do you call it? Gain major mending and all these other good passives, which will helpful for like healing. Downside is I'm not entirely sure that certain of my powers and abilities will work if I don't have the destruction stuff equipped. So it's like, it would involve pretty much a total rebuild of my second bar, basically. See this one here, channel acceleration, that's fine, that comes from the Sigic stuff, so I don't have to worry about that. See, that I believe comes from, I think that's from storm calling. Yep, it's from storm calling, so that would be okay. Empowered warden, where does that one come from? That might, is that Daedric summoning? Yep, that's from Daedric summoning, so that's fine, I could swap that over. And then, so yeah, I could actually do it where I would have, where is it? There we go. Well, I would have my second staff to be like a healing based one, or restoration staff, I should say. So then when I want to use my combat abilities, I have that one. But when I want to do like a little bit of healing, I can use that one. But I'm going to have a look into this because I've got a sneaking suspicion that it will reduce my overall capabilities. Like, I won't be as good on the destruction side of things, but I will be better at the restoration side. So it's like I'm splitting my energies, sort of thing. So that's something I'm going to have to check before I commit myself to that that level of changing. Also, the fact is now I've got 2 gold tier staffs. Now, one of them is that one, and the other one is the other staff as well. And they're basically the same, just different designs. So that's something I am going to have to have a think about, because, like I said, I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to run out of things to put my skill points into. Because, like I say, I don't have to worry about the Alliance War. I don't have to worry too much about the Undaunted stuff, which is, like I say, the group dungeons, trials, that kind of thing. But I've got a lot of crafting I can do. Now, the downside is I do have, I say, a dedicated crafter, and he's been doing really well getting all the recipes and stuff like that. So as an idea, I think I may have mentioned this before. What I'm thinking of doing is having this character as a backup, because occasionally there will be events and there will be what are called writs, which allow you to get certain tokens to get, I'm trying to remember what they're called, like very specific things that can only be got once you've done these crafting writs. They're like a, I suppose you call them a currency. Having 2 characters able to do these dailies, or at least a big chunk of them, will help quite a bit. But it's going to take me a long time to level up this character to the point when he can do those rifts. But once I get to, I think it's Varden, I think it's the Morrowind expansion, which actually isn't that far away as far as my timeline's concerned. Once I get to that point, there's a particular settlement called, I think it's Vivek City, I think it is, which for crafters is perfect because everything is in like within. You can go grab, and you can get all the items that you need. Now I've unlocked pretty much everything, so like jewelry extraction and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, visually, I mean, like metalworking, for example, I could put a point into that. This will help with extracting when I break down items, that kind of thing. Plus, I believe when you're doing crafting, if you get experience as well, which goes into the old, championship bar thing up here. This is going to take me a while to do because I have to get all the special recipes and things like that. But I mean, looking at this, for example, wood extraction. Carpentry basically reduces my research time. That's the other big problem as well, is researching. If I want to make things, I need to have research, and my dedicated crafter has been doing that since pretty much I created that character, which was probably about 2 years ago, I think. So and he's done almost every single, I'll show you what the research is in a second. Just I have to remember what the command is for it. Actually, I'll use my, is it this one or is it craft store? Yeah, here we go. That is the crafting matrix. This is a mod, by the way, called Craft Store, and you can see all the ones that are in the little green ticks means this character has researched them. Where's it found? If I switch this over to say Bob, who's my crafter. See, Bob has done a lot of research. And as you research each item, it takes longer and longer and longer for the next item to be researched, to the point where, as a baseline, not including skills and items which give you a research buff and things like that, it could take you a month to research a base item. But there's shortcuts and there's ways around that without having to pay money, which is good. I mean, yeah, you could always pay a few pennies if you want to speed things up, but this, what you're seeing there before you, this has all been done legitimately. No money's changed hands, and I've just used what the game's given me. And it's taken me probably, tinkering around every year. Now, it's not logging in every day. It's taken me probably close to 18 months to do it. A dedicated person could probably do it in about 9, maybe even less. The ones down the bottom, the ones that are the learn-honed, those are very hard to get hold of. Naturally, you have to buy those off the guild traders and things like that. It can be done, it's just a pain in the butt trying to find them. So as you can see, it's like, yeah, there's no reason why I'm a little bit about wanting to do crafting on this character, because it took so flipping long to do it. And I've got someone who's got pretty much all of this one. So whilst I will probably do some crafts on this one, he's not going to be my main craft. He's going to be like a backup. And if I just happen to research things along the way, or if I just happen to get all the skill points, or the recipes, bits and pieces like that, then yeah, I will do so. But that's not the main focus. The main focus for this character is getting gold, because you'd need coin for wares, and of course collecting all the other things, like the archaeology mounts, which I've got something to show you at the end of the stream as well. I've been busy. I have been a busy boy when it comes to the archaeology. I really have. But enough nonsense. Let's just crack on with how things have in the game. So yeah, I'm now going to say goodbye to Ledger Domain. So let's remove that one, and let's see if I can put another one up on there. Let's put level. Now level doesn't work because that is what my actual level is. Okay, so what other options are there? Champion. There we go. That's what I want. My championship level, because that is what's. I mean, there is a little number there, but it's very difficult to see. This is the. I'm going to move that around because that's going to be perfect to go down here. I'll move users there. And then I can still have space there for like another skill to keep track of. But yeah, this can go up to, the championship level can go up to 3,000 now. And that's the, let's just move that out of the way, that's going to get right on my dinglies. Come on, move. There we go. The championship point is I've shown you this a few times already, it's this thing, the constellations. So let's just put another point into armor. There you go. Yeah, that can go up to 3,000. And the way it works is, I think then it means, I think it's like 1,000 points in each of the 3 constellations. So you've got 1,000 points in blue, 1,000 points in green, 1,000 points in red, which is a fair amount. That means you can get pretty much most, if not all, of the constellation points. You can't have all of them active at once, but you can chop and change relatively easy. It'll cost a few gold though. But I've got a nice guide, nice plan that I'm working towards, and I'm going to be sticking with that for the foreseeable future, really. Right. Let's go and speak to Speaker Tyrannus, wherever the flip he is. Yeah, it is. We left off last time. There was.
We haven't had a real king since Rancer, and he was a little bit crazy.
Right.
Our new ruler isn't quite as warlike as the last one.
Yeah, there was the incident with the. We call her the pirate queen. Then there was the rather sort of encounter with with a certain, not so much assassin, but definitely a covert agent who was so damn flirty, it was ridiculous. And then the other character got killed by, 2 of the assassins, and then pretty much they're working on something big is coming. Something big and nasty is coming.
The Black Hand has studied the situation, and we have devised a strategy for dealing with the Order of the Owl.
That's what they're called.
We will strike first, attacking from the shadows and winnowing their numbers while you stalk our true enemy, Primate Artorias.
Oh, that's the one, Primate, yeah, because I kept thinking Primate equals ape. Please, indulge Valen. What do you want him to do when he reaches the big ape?
I want you to kill Artorias and fill the void with his blood.
Yes.
Let the Order see what it means to challenge the Dark Brotherhood. Show them what happens when you hunt the hunters. But reaching Artorias will require all of your brothers and sisters.
I mean, when you think about it, pissing off a group of people, which are basically assassins whose job it is to kill people in as quick and efficient way as possible, that's not exactly what you would call a good idea. But all of us, Artorias is just one man.
One man hiding behind thick walls and guarded by a small army.
We can take them on.
Is in Kvatch, seeking a way for you to breach the cathedral's defenses. Astara and the rest of your brethren will follow after you. Reach Artorias and kill well, assassin.
Oh, that mofo is going to get the pointy end of my blade of woe.
Meet Tanik in Kvatch. He should have had plenty of time to find a way past Artorias' defenses so that you can enter the cathedral. Other members of your family will join you once the way has been opened.
Yeah, there's that Primate as well. Was also the one who was being a little bit pervy, I suppose you could say, towards Hildegard. No, that's the other one. Sorry, that was the other character. I'm getting mixed up. So, the Kvatch. Right. Oh, before I go, let's see what the daily item is. And yes, I am running around with this on my head. Because why not? Oh yeah, I said there was other things. One more thing was a minor item. I will show you what that I've got one more thing I need to do, and then I will have that. But let's go with. There we go. There's that. So yeah, I said I had one more thing I need to go, and it is. Where is it? Is it under mementos, or is it under non-combat bit? Oh no, it's fragments. It's under fragments. Here we go. I just need to get one more item, the Sovereign Tiara, which I will probably get tomorrow if I time this right. And do you remember last time there was that just an event, and I saw there was a pig with a tiara on it? Yep. Once I collect it, I will end up with my own princess pick. So as I say, I've got the brush, I've got the food, I've got the lead, I've got the libations, I've got the oil, I've got the sash. All I need is a tiara, and I get that from doing the daily jester event. And this is going to be hilarious, just having this pig running around. And if it's not called princess, I'm going to rename it to princess. So, to Kvatch, which is still sulking. I can't have that place as an abode. Sucks. It's also quite warm here today. Like 20, 21 Celsius. Completely the same tomorrow, and then back to normal on Wednesday. Yeah, so Thursday. Back to normal on Thursday. So we're in that sort of like, and we always joke about the Great British Summer always being like 2 or 3 days. Yeah. Why is that not? Warm day 2 up to 18. Nice. Oh, there we go. Bit of a delay there. Don't know what did that. I mean, 18 Celsius is pretty nice, especially if you get a good breeze as well. Right, where's this little twit? Where is he? Where is he? Alright, where? Oh, one thing I do need to do. I don't think I've done it today. Okay, I'm at vampire level 1, so I should be okay. Yep, see, 49%. Now 50%. Which means my speed skill is now just that 1% faster. Right. Now those little icons you see there, they're for like Robin and things like that. It's like this is a good point to like hide, and sometimes there'll be somebody wandering around. Plus, if you see on the minimap, there is, you can see what looks like the Thieves Guild symbol. That generally means there's a, or this, it will spawn there at some point,
Fighting in the arena today?
a Thieves Guild lockbox. Sometimes they don't spawn, sometimes they're just really, really hidden.
Do well to spend more time in the
But I'm not going to do that now. I am going...
well to loosen that codpiece. By the 8, what a killjoy.
Whoa! Dude. Okay, that was... Wow, was not expecting to hear that. Okay, where is this? Where's the... where's Tanek? Tanek should be around here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Oh, so a meeting in a graveyard. Appropriate. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at that. My pig.
If I had known I'd have to do manual labor, I never would have joined the Brotherhood. But I found a way into the cathedral that isn't locked up tight. It just took some digging. No, really, some actual digging.
Oh, well, I must know. Where is this amazing entrance you have uncovered?
Inside this mausoleum.
Of course it would be.
When they expanded the catacombs under the cathedral some years back, the floor of this crypt collapsed. If you're squeamish, don't worry. Somebody was kind enough to relocate the bodies. I had no trouble expanding the hole.
Well, it sounds like you had to do some heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting? More like heavy digging. I had to clear some rubble out of the way, but now there's a passage that's big enough to maneuver through.
That seems like a bit of a security breach, but oh well. It works out for us. Oh, then I guess that Velen. So the Velen guesses that is our way inside. Just in case there are any guards, I don't want them to, spot me going into a... Well, it's probably someone's private mausoleums. The Cathedral of Akatosh. Yes. When I don't try and read them, the loading screens stay up there for ages. When I try and read them, they load in about 5 seconds. Watch. Look at it. See what I mean? Oh, hello. Nice down there. Oh, it's the way. Okay. You know what? That was, I told you, absolutely perfect timing. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to change my outfit. I haven't done that for a while. Let's go with costumes. Let's find one that's a little bit more sort of stealthy, a little bit more assassin-y now. Now that I am a proper assassin. Let's have a look. Let's see what ones we've got. Let's go with... No, that's too No, that's too magey. That's nice, but it's too magey. Too armory. Oh, hello, Grim Harvester. No, that's a necromancer. Let's see, which ones are there? Lion Guard, Mages Guild, Manny Marco, Gaelic, Royal Court Just. Oh, I forgot I got this one as well. Oh, I go. Okay, I'll leave that to you. Should I go with like be completely over the top and be basically a jester? I will swap the hat, of course. Or do I go with the assassin? Because if I go with the assassin, I'm going to have to change the hat. If I stay as a jester, I will keep the crown. Yeah, that's a nice outfit. It's got the stabby daggers. The Christian. So, do I go jester? I think I've got a proper jester set. You know what's good? Let's just be Let's just go over the top. Let's be completely garish, very, very extra, as they say. Right, so I'm going to keep, you know what, I'm going to keep that on. Do I? Please tell me I have the Jester personality. I don't have it. Flip. I've only got the skeleton polymorph. Now let's see what other hats I've got. Got the turban, I've got the Sigic skull cap. I don't actually have a proper Jester's hat. Oh. You know what? Fine. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to go with that. Otherwise I'll be standing here all day. Okay, let's see. Oh, we've got some Wamasus there, so let's just sneaky past because I don't have to fight them, but don't particularly. Oh, hello. Oh, this should be amusing. Surprise! Okay, that's got to be quite humiliating. You've just been killed by a Jester. Okay, I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that. That'll be fun. Like a sort of Elder Scrolls version of the Joker. Just not as psychotic.
Hilda, wait!
Stabby.
By all the ice in Eastmarch. She's fast when she's flurry.
Phrasing. Surprise. Okay. Right, I'm exploring. Get rid of these juvenile Wamasus. Fortunately, I can't stabby them. Now, I'm not going to use my pets at the moment because I want to keep, I don't want to say low profile, but they are too, doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right when I'm using them to do stealth missions. Although, having said that, now there's a boss fight coming up. This is exactly what they're for. Oh. Okay. I don't want to stand on that. Looks like I might a bit electrocuted.
Hildegard, which way did you?
Oh. There we go.
Smarts. I'll deal with the little ones. You take care of the mother.
All done. Yep, I think. Also, yeah, okay, there's enemies over there.
Intense. Glad you showed up when you did.
There you are, Cole. Did you need to stop and rest again?
I never rest when there's trouble around. We dealt with the big monster, and now I'm taking a break.
What do you mean, we? It was me, I did it. I did all the work. Where did it go? There's no door there. Sorcery. Right. There's a pumpkin. Oh, hello. No, okay. No, just some jasmine. Right.
You said one of the pirates saw a werewolf. What's such a beast doing down here?
Oh, oh, they caught me. That looks like they come running around the corner and stare right at me. Hey. You can't go around when you're dead. There we go. No, nothing there. Oh, there's a god. Now they're going to spot me, but I want to at least make a go of the stabby fun. That's what the Night Mother would have wanted. Now that one's looking at me, practically. Oh no, they're looking up at the ceiling. I wish there was a skill I had to sort of, like either yank them or get their attention, like a whistle or something. I mean, there probably is, but not for this character. That's great. There we go. Oh, blimey. They just swap places. That's a bit sneaky. Okay. Oh, you...
Assassin, this way.
Fucking made me jump.
Get through that gate.
Is it locked like the last one? I should have brought a pry.
Oh, blimey, matrons here.
It's sealed up tight. We can't get through this way.
Artorius really doesn't want any company, does he? Wait, someone's coming. We'll find you again, assassin.
Alright. So you notice how they're all dressed up practically, and I'm dressed like... Let's remember what the command is to get rid of the thing now. Yeah, and I'm dressed like that. That's just... You think the...
First one of you order fanatics that moves gets an arrow in the eye. What are you waiting for? Get in
That's
there
it.
and kill those murdering demons.
Let's see if I can do it without the pets for a second.
Above us.
Oops. Nope, get over it. No guy's going to assume you're an assassin just like that. Is very true. It's like, yeah, he can't be an assassin. I mean, look at him, he's dressed like a clown. Literally. I mean, what's he here for? Some kind of party? Nope, I'm here to kill you.
You have meddled in our affairs for the last time, murderers. That one's trouble, assassin. Prepare yourself for a real fight.
Oh, I'm hoping for it.
This ends now.
See, does he just allow me to charge up my ultimate? So, you know, you keep sending your minions, please. It just powers me up. It just makes me stronger. I think it's 63k health.
I'll take care of you myself.
You're going to regret that. Oh, God. Surprise. Oh, great. That clown just turned into a vampire. Marvellous. Okay.
I could have handled those militant fools, but I appreciate the help.
You're welcome.
See, I missed all the fun. Graston, secure this chamber. Assassin, cathedral should be just up ahead.
And let's see if I can do this from out down here. I'll probably... Oh, no, didn't work. I was hoping I could sneak up on at least one of them.
From the sides.
But, you know, not to be. Not to be. Oh. Also, another bit of good news for me as well. I found out that the people who make the guide that I use to help make sure I get everything in the game, they've updated it. It's for everything except the latest DLC/expansion. So it's like, yes, that's going to make sure I get all the storyline stuff and I don't miss out on anything. Because obviously I'll just get lost.
Assassins in the catacombs. Show me.
Troll in the dungeon. Which, I mean, it's very handy to make sure I get... Wait, I don't really need it so much now, but especially when I started off, it was very handy to make sure I don't miss out on any storyline and things like that, because some of them will be cut off if you don't do like the right option. Which is kind of understandable, but there's a lot of things I don't want to miss out on, like a particular storyline involving, well, the character that's practically our wife at this point. Marry you, I believe in. So, yeah. So, right, there's this jester assassin, right, running around through the dungeon with a pig companion, and it turns out he can turn into a vampire. And he's a Khajiit. And he's a sorcerer. Skyrim. Sorry, Elder Scrolls. I'm thinking of Skyrim. Alright, here comes the big ape himself. This is where I summon my companions. Right, apparently if you can't break free, restart your game, it's a bug. Right, so there's a potential for a bug coming up. Right. Well, that doesn't sound good.
And so, the assassins finally...
That's another reason why I like using the guide. It warns me for things like that.
Die, Artorius.
Time! Time is my domain, murderer, not yours.
That's because, yeah, you work for Akatosh. Just gonna charge up my skills. There you go, some of that. And you can be gone. Oh, great.
The light of Akator shall destroy you.
Okay, I've got to wait for another, looks like 35 seconds. Wow, this is one hell of a stun. I'm trying to remember how I break free of... Apparently there is a way you can break free of stuns, but I can't remember what it is. Let's check something. Oh, a little shitbag.
Let the dragon god guide my hand.
Oh, there we go. Yep, now I'm free.
Circle around.
Oh, okay, that's representing him freezing time. Okay, so it wasn't technically a stun. I just pressed the wrong button there. But, you know, if you think about it, this kind of makes sense. He is the high poobah of Akatosh, so... Oh, you little shitbag. Right, if you can't break free, restart your game. Apparently I'm supposed to break free. Right. I'll give it one more try. If it doesn't work, then I'll restart the game. Because, yeah, it does seem like I am supposed to be able to restart. Maybe if I focus on him first. There we go. Yeah, if I just... Okay, I have to take on these enemies, right. I'm going over here. Here we go.
Time is on my side, assassins.
Yeah, it's not allowing me to Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to restart. Yes, that's going to be a rather annoying bug to deal with. So let's wait for it to... There we go. Well, that's annoying. But at least they warned me. But that's it. I've got a feeling that's like one of the end of the storyline type missions. Yeah, it's starting to get warm again now. Like properly warm now. I'm going to got the curtains closed and everything. Yeah, get rid of all that nonsense. There we go. Like, hopefully you don't see my password. Good. I had a brief moment of panic there thinking, wait, did I have the show password option on? That would have been... it would have been a problem. All it takes is one person to get into my account and be like, well, you broadcast your password. You're the one who's in trouble. Pig's got armor plating on. That crown outfit works really well together. That's that same sort of pinky purple. Right, fingers crossed. Yeah, won't do it again. Yeah, normally you're supposed to sort of like press both mouse keys and directions to break free. Obviously, if I can't do anything because of time shenanigans, let's see if this works again. The Colovian people are known for their devotion to the Imperial Eight Divines, so it's not surprising that the Church of the Primate of Akatosh is located in Kvatch, on the eastern edge of the Colovian Highlands. Oh, bugger me, I got over through. I meant to do one. And those are really funky bookcases. You know it's got to be a git trying to get the ones out of the top. Even with the ladders. Like, when you've got like the wrong ladder, like you've got one that's only goes up to like halfway, and you realise the book you really need's on the top shelf. That would be annoying. So yeah, fingers crossed. I can't really skip this. This is a storyline mission, so I can skip it, but I can't skip it as far as the storyline is concerned. Come on. Load, please. Could have been kind of logged out in the middle of combat, so they probably didn't like that. Oh, blimey. Okay, here we go. Everything else. Okay. You know, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Okay. I might have to try restarting again. Let me just go down here. Yeah, this is right up there. I'm going to very quickly check to see if there's anything online that I can do. You know, like you have to go to a certain area or something like that. So what's that called? That is the... What quest is it? Primate Akatosh, right? ESO Primate Akatosh. Fuck. Okay. It looks like a lot of people have been... And there you go, I'm frozen again. Apparently it's like you can break free, but how? I can't remember how you break free of things. Well, I've got the... I'll just check something. There we go. I might be misremembering how to break free. That could be it.
Dragon God, guide my hand.
Right, let me just try and see if I can remember how you do it. Break free PC. Okay, so apparently I have to do it at the same time. Apparently I'm supposed to do it at the same time. Yeah, I'm pressing both keys at the same time and it's not working. It's just killing me. Yeah, this is a pretty bad bug. Yeah, this is a very bad bug. What I'm going to do is temporarily I'm going to go back out here. So he doesn't keep attacking me. And I can't. Right, it's fine. Okay. Right, okay, that doesn't work because that's just people. Right, apparently there is a way to get around this, so just bear me one moment as I'm having to search for this. Because this is... Well, there's a lot of people having issues with this quest by the looks of it, which is a worry. Although it does look like this is the last quest of the Dark Brotherhood. So if this turns out this is the last quest of Dark Brotherhood, then I'm just going to go straight into the Morrowind quest. Okay, yep. Okay, yep, that doesn't help. Yeah, lots of people are having issues with this quest. This is worrying. Can't break. Yeah, it says how to break free. Let me just make sure I haven't rebound the break free key, because I may have done that. I may have no, see, so that's okay. That might be it. Interrupt, which I'm assuming is that. So it's hold. So it looks like. Let's just. Yeah, it looks like I bound it to left and right. So I have to hold right and then press left. Okay, let's give that a try. Hold right, press left. 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 Okay. Hold right, press left. I'm just saying it out loud to myself so I can remember it. Hold right, press left. It looks like I've rebound it. It could be why it didn't work. Hold right, press left. There we go. Yes. Yep, it's because I've rebound it. And I'm an idiot. Vampire time, I think. There we go.
My followers will deal with the likes of you.
Let's figure out what the issue was. It wasn't the game, it was me. Like basically vampire versus time pope. Which is quite amusing when you think about it. Yeah, see what I've done. I've done things to the. I know what it is. From an RP point of view, I forgot my Sijic training, and then I remembered.
Strike true.
Which one's true?
I will not beg for mercy from the likes of you.
And you will not get it. Okay, that.
To the void with you, Artorias.
That was a cool execution.
Grant you the welcome you so richly deserve. Stand tall, brothers and sisters. We are the Dark Brotherhood. Now back to the sanctuary, my assassins. We have friends to remember and a victory to celebrate.
Okay, that was a freaking dope assassination using his own holy stick against him. Of course, I'm going to have to see if there's any loot I can have. Doesn't look like it. So, so he's now going to go to the afterlife to speak to Akatosh and everything. So who killed you? Was it a mighty warrior? Nope. It was a Khajiit dressed up as a clown. That's pretty embarrassing when you think about it. Nice. So I have to remember that I rebound the break free key. What I might do actually is actually rebind it again and then forget about it to a key on my mouse. So it's just one button rather than two. And that would actually fit quite well. Let's say key 10. I've got one of those ones that's got like the 12 buttons on the side of it. Cost me a few pennies, but oh, it was so worth it. Especially like for someone like myself who has a touch of arthritis in my hand, it It was weird to use to begin with, but now I've got used to it and adapted. Oh, it's just so comfortable to use. It was worth the extra pennies to pay for it. The side buttons are just a added bonus. Yep. So I think what I will do is as well, with regards to, if this is the last of the Dark Brotherhood questline, I will still keep the tracker there to remind me. Basically, I've still got to level it up. I've still got a few. Where is it? Was it Dark Brotherhood? See, spectral assassin, kind of bits and pieces of that, which will help in the future, but they won't be. They won't be major. Major goals. Speaker.
Welcome home, assassin. I know what occurred, but I want to hear it from your lips. Say the words, and say them loud.
This one is pleased to say, the primate Artorius is dead.
Then the head of the beast has been cut off. Well done, assassin. We will reach out to Count Carolus and the Order of the Hour to make sure this ill-conceived war ends here.
This probably is a good idea. Is there anything else we need to do, Speaker?
Regarding Artorius and the Black Dragon? No. That threat has passed.
Oh, do I get his robe?
But there is one more thing. Step back, assassin, and prepare yourself.
Prepare myself for what?
Sweet mother, look upon your child and smile. For the unworthy have been cleansed in blood, and his heart shines with the color of night.
What's happening?
His song sings with the music of life. His gaze inspires fear, and his hands grant the gift of death. The Dread Father acts through him. And his work has just begun.
Step forward, loyal brother.
Step forward, my silencer.
Hail, Sithis!
Did I think I'm like Did I think I'm like an avatar of Sithis? I don't care. I just got some interesting stuff. Let's see what this looks like. That's not bad. That's not bad. Doesn't come with a crown though. For amusement's sakes, I am going to go back to the jester. I might even re-dye this to make this a little bit more purple, stand out a bit. But yeah, that is it. The Dark Brotherhood is now done. Let's double check to make sure there isn't anything else I need to do afterwards. I think I've got my guide somewhere. Where is it? Where is she? Where are you gone? I'll talk about my chronology guide, not the in-game guide. So let's go to ESO. Up down to here. Got to ESO. Got so many things. There you go, right. Scroll down. Glad I sorted out that bug. And it was just a silly thing on my part. Yeah, I've got a feeling I think Morrowind is the next, is what I'm working on now. I'm going to change, if that's the case, I'm going to change this, I have to change the stream name a little bit. Because I didn't realise it was going to be this quick, I thought it was going to be towards the end of the stream. Okay. Dark Brotherhood. Oh, okay, Shadow of the Hist. It could be that. Oh, that's the dungeon DLC stuff. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah. It's now time to start Morrowind. Right. I'm gonna have to Morrow. I didn't spell it. How can I spell Morrowind wrong? Morrowind expansion part 1. Okay, now hopefully that's changed it. It has. Huzzah! Right. Alright then. Right, before we go anyway, let's get rid of all my stolen bits and pieces. Oh yes, I need to go and speak to I need to go and speak to the person for the daily item. I completely forgot about it. One of the reasons why I went over in the first place. I completely forgot about it. Oop, let's close that down. There we go, that's better. Very surprised actually it ended when it did. I honestly thought there was going to be more. That's a nice looking mace, can't deny that. That's a very nice looking mace. Right, remain silent. Let's go with anything less noticeable. And oh, I've just got another leniency edict. Very nice, very, very nice. Right, is there anything else I need to do? Oh yes, dump everything into the bank. So I'm going to try and get myself prepared, clear out as much as I can from the inventory. God, yeah, that's going to cost me 80k to level that up. Ugh. Another reason why I want to do serious crafting as well is it's a good way to make cash. That or selling the components. So it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Right, so let's put that can go into there as well. That's don't go in maze thing can go into there. I'll keep that because that's quite handy in an emergency. Oh blimey, I've got loads of crap here I need to sell. Right, I need to speak to my merchant. Where's my trader? Here we go. Yeah, I've got a load of crap I need to sell. A load of crap. Right, so sell. Sell, keep. Oh, I think I need to keep that. That can be sold. Same for that. That can go. That can go. Yeah, that can go. That's that one. Imitation elf ears. Yeah, that can be sold. Sun cream. Keep that because that's got to go for the thing in Skyrim. Candle can go. So can that pirate ship model. Shame I can't actually display that. And what's that one? The rune tech that can go. Same for that thing. Same. Go. Bye bye little bear. Same for you. You can go. You can go. You can go. And you can go. Right. That's cleared off some of those. I'm now down to 68 out of 210. Okay. That I am. I'm going to keep that because that's going to be very handy if I want to get some more of the, counterfeit pardons and whatnot. Keep that. Potions. Yeah, I don't need 136 of them. Likewise, I don't need a. Same for that as well. So let's just get rid of those. There we go. Let's give me a couple more spaces because I've got all of those backup ones as well. So once those are gone, I'm fine. Okay. I'm ready to go. So, let's load it up. Where is it? DLC. Oops. Where's it gone? Bardenville. Stop a meteor from crashing into Vivek City by helping a demigod regain his lost powers in this Morrowind expansion. So that's basically the plot of this expansion. Whew. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Now, I've kind of done this on another character a little while ago. This was before I even started streaming, so some of this is going to be familiar, but because I didn't have the guide when I did it before, I'm going to be picking up and doing things a bit differently, and hopefully a more optimum way of doing it. But I'm also hopefully going to get access to things I missed out on before, like there is, like I mentioned before, my very excited reaction last time where a very particular character will turn up again and basically say that they are in a relationship with you. And there's nothing smutty, nothing lewd. It's just pretty much a case of like, yeah, you know, we keep bumping into each other. I quite like your company, blah 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 blah. It's like, yes, you like this one. Yeah. Also, this area is surprisingly, there's a lot to do. You'll see, there's a lot to do. Right. So first things first, I have to go to collections and get the Morrowind DLC, I believe, and collections. Right, stories. Zone DLC. Morrowind. There we go. A dread shadow hangs over Morrowind, portending doom even as Red Mountain shudders and quakes. Travel to Vardenfell and aid the priests of Vivek in this new region full of prophecy, dark elf rivalries, and ancient traditions. There we go. Right. Now, to Vivek City. Now, I do have some of the waypoints here when I was doing other bits and pieces, but officially, as far as the game's concerned, this is the first time I've come in here. So, if my memory serves me correctly, this is the map. And there's a big chunk of it here that you don't go to, but everything else, yeah, this is a pretty big area. I think the Somerset one is about the same amount of space. Okay. Now this area here, this bit here, this is like the #1 crafting area. Because you have crafting stations. You have this bit over here where you hand in the crafting bits. You have a bank. You have the impresario, which is good for when you're doing the events. You have a stable master. You have a little home there, which I already have from a previous character, as I mentioned. You also have the guilds. You have other bits and pieces. You have things here which allow you to respec. So all in all, this is like probably one of the most busiest locations in the game. Let's head there. I'm not going to summon up my pets, but what I'm going to do is find a merchant and repair my stuff, because I am probably broken a little bit. Surrounded by the inner... Oh yeah, you see there's a meteor about to crash into the city, being held back by Vivek. Which is pretty impressive. The Red Mountain, of course, being the volcano. So, you know, this is feeling like a nostalgia trip for me now, because obviously I've played this in the past, and this is one of the ones I spent a long time in when I first started playing the game, because this was when I really properly got into the game. So, yep. Discover the way shrine. Oops, I need to move that a little bit. Why is that doing that? Oh, I know what. Yep. Discover the way shrine. So this is going to be very bit laggy for a little bit, but don't worry, because of lots of peeps, lots of people. There's also a lot of traders around here as well. So this, like I say, is like the... Right, I need to travel to the Sidenine Way Shrine, wherever that is. Okay. God, a bit laggy. Is this it? That's what I need to get to. Surrounded by the inner sea, the sprawling volcanic island of Vardenfell dominates northern Morrowind, the ominous, ever-smouldering peak of Red Mountain. Yep. Now, again, if you've ever played Morrowind, this area should look familiar. This is the starting area. I'm a little doggy. So it's like, although obviously in the game, I mean, you get off the ship, if I remember correctly, but yeah, this is where it all begins. Oh, excuse me there, Canonus Valasa.
Forgive me, Outlander, but I have enough to deal with. I'm just a simple tribunal priest, and the trouble at the ancestral tomb was too much for even our buoyant armiger to deal with.
Buoyant.
I have failed Lord Vivek, and left a colleague alone at the tomb.
Oh, well, what happened at the ancestral tomb?
Lord Vivek sent the three of us to seek guidance at the Andrano ancestral tomb. We were attacked when we got there, and our guard was seriously hurt. I barely got her to safety, but we failed to complete the mission Lord Vivek bestowed upon us.
The three of you? You mentioned another priest.
Canon Levoul. He remained behind after we retreated from the tomb. I know he wants to get back inside and ask Lord Vivek's questions, but there's no way he can get past the Daedra, or ask the questions on his own. May the three grant him wisdom.
And this would be pretty obvious. This is how basically the game sets you up to be introduced to Lord Vivek and the quest lines and everything else that's happening. I'm just didn't want that open because chat is distracting. But that way, Velen can go to the tomb and help Canon and help.
Tarnisser, what's wrong? Someone help!
Oh,
By the three. First a wounded armiger, now this.
By dawn and dusk,
it's Azura.
through the shadows of my beloved Vardenfell. But an outlander arrives to aid my people, just as I have foreseen.
That voice may be familiar.
What happened? Merciful Azura, the Mother Soul spoke through you. It's a miracle.
Lord Vivek, protect me. That was Azura, the Queen of the Night Sky. And you, she spoke directly to you, Outlander. I'm surprised the Daedric Prince would risk Lord Vivek's wrath to proclaim a prophecy. But she did say you were here to aid us.
Now, please forgive Kishi for asking. Chris knows. But what the flip just happened here?
The Daedric Prince Azura possessed that woman and spoke through her. I've heard of such occurrences, of course, but to witness such an event... She said evil creeps through the land. I wonder if it has anything to do with what we saw at the tomb.
Oh. Obstacles are going to actually speak to her. Okay, so...
We saw
Yes.
the boy
Oh, there we go.
Children learn.
And clicked through properly. Okay. Now. This is obviously also a beginner's area, so the quests are going to be a bit easy to begin with. But even allowed from the fact that I am severely overpowered now for this area. But they will... They will crank up. They will definitely crank up. But it also sort of like it auto-adjusts kind of as well.
I can't let Lord Vivek down. Those monsters, it's too dangerous. What am I going to do?
Well, this one can help you.
Did Canon Valasar send you?
Oh, she did, didn't she?
That means she made it to Seydanin. Vivek be praised. Will you help me complete my mission? It would be sacrilege if I don't enter my family's tomb and make Lord Vivek's inquiries.
Oh, that's right. This Khajiit here will help you enter the tomb.
As the saints declare, the tribunal always provides. We'll need to be cautious, however. Daedra invaded the tomb. Makes it hard to talk to one's ancestors while monsters try to eat you.
I imagine that's so.
We'll need your help when we reach the summoning chamber.
Well, this one must know. What kind of help? If it involves sacrificing me, well, let's just not.
Take this scroll with Lord Vivek's inquiries, while I summon forth my ancestor spirit and concentrate on maintaining the connection. You must ask the questions. He insists we use the exact phrasing. We can go inside when you're ready.
Well, this one's ready.
We're really going to do this. I wish I knew how Daedra got into my family tomb, but I'm sure you can handle them.
Of course.
At least you know they're there. They ambushed poor Armiger Urnsi. Took her completely by surprise.
Oh dear.
Follow me. I'll open the door.
Right, Matthew.
Follow me, but keep an eye out for those Daedra.
I think that can be done. So a Dunmer and a Khajiit dressed as a clown step into a tomb to fight Daedra and speak to some spirits. Elder Scrolls. Prominent. Okay, this is getting stupid.
Careful. The creatures attacked as soon as we entered the Hall of Remembrance.
Well, they're going to be a bit of a surprise, aren't they? Also, this place is really good if you want to loot for stuff. There we go. I can vaguely remember what I'm doing here, but again, I just want to make sure that I'm... See, I just picked up a blueprint there. So this is good for beginners.
This used to be such a peaceful place. I came here as a young acolyte.
Good place, even though technically I'm now tomb robbing. Ah, it's blocked. That's what I was getting confused with. Right. Alright. Don't mind me, I'm just collecting my fee. As Rigel would say. Dang it. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. So it says go through the... I wonder. No. Oh, they... Ah, because technically they're not humans or mortals. So the Blade of Woe doesn't seem to work on those. Get in there, little bugger. Lots of sand here, you know, Khajiit instincts trying to... Like, master, is it a werewolf I see? Anything like that, is it? If I turn into a vampire now, that would be very awkward. He's a good puppy. Right, I'm going this way, I think. Yes, I'm going this way.
We're nearly there. Then we can summon my ancestor.
Again, don't mind me, I'm just looting. Because I can. So certain instincts you can't suppress as a Khajiit.
I'll call forth my ancestor, then you can ask Vivek's questions.
Well, this isn't going to go well, is it? So I'm just going to go belly up.
Hasn't my rest been disturbed enough by those filthy Daedra? Why do you summon me, descendant?
My Lord Vivek has inquiries that only you can answer, my lady. My companion will present them with your permission.
The warrior poet? Very well. Ask Vivek's questions.
Alright.
Ask the warrior poet's questions, Outlander.
Lord Vivek asks, the heart of the world, key to ascension. Should Velen be filled with apprehension? Wait, what?
Ah, Lord Vivek always had a way with words. Tell him to rest assured. The heart remains sealed. I wonder why that concerns him. Ask the remaining questions as my time here is short.
Wait, Lord Vivek wrote these things and he knows my name. That's slightly worrying. Lord Vivek asks, has the enemy of old returned, so devious and bold?
An enemy of old, yes, but not the one that Vivek presumes.
Lord Vivek also asks, did Sulphur Sil in his unending crusade know our divinity would shrivel and fade? Always talking about himself now.
Sulphur Sil imagined multiple scenarios and contemplated endless solutions. He even experimented with his divinity, drawing energy to study before returning it. Loss will come, he foresaw, but not until the collapse of the temple. Now, back to sleep.
I hope that's what Lord Vivek needed. Let's talk outside.
Right, whilst I'm here, it looks there's a law book and of somewhere maybe? Or it might be above ground. By the way, there's lots of urns to search. Lots of lockpicks. Why are there lockpicks in urns? Is that some kind of traditional thing, you know, putting a lockpick in someone's urn? I don't know. You know what? Fine. I'm not going to question you. I'm just going to keep going. And just keep looting. Because I can. Hello, mate. Oh dear. That's Ash. I'm just... Oh, the potatoes. It's a way to get some gear as well. Pretty obvious, really. It's been robbed by a clown. Back to Vardenfell. Let's see if it happens again. Surrounded by the inner sea, the sprawling volcanic island of Vardenfell dominates northern Morrowind. The ominous, ever-smouldering peak of Red Mountain looms over this strange land. Wait, I've already read that one. Okay. God, this is such a lovely area. It really is.
Thank you for helping me complete my task. Now, I need to return to Vivek City. Have you been there?
Technically.
Ziggurats rising out of the water, the moonlit hanging in the sky above. You should meet me there so I can introduce you to Lord Vivek.
See, this is how we get our introduction. Did you understand what your ancestor told us?
Just between us, I understood neither the questions asked nor the answers received. Not that I expected you. Some things aren't meant for mortal minds. That's another reason for you to come to Vivek City, to help me explain what my ancestors said.
Well, this one can certainly help to recount what happened here, even if he doesn't understand what the flip happened.
Excellent. I just need to make a quick stop in Seydanin to check on my original traveling companions. When you get to Vivek City, head right to the palace and I'll meet you there. I know that Lord Vivek will want to reward you for assisting me.
Ah, he sounds like a jolly fellow. Okay, I shall meet you in Vivek City.
I'll be along shortly. When you get to Vivek City, head directly for Lord Vivek's palace. Once there, I'll make introductions and we can tell the warrior poet everything we've learned.
Marvellous. Okay. So, head to the way shrine and travel to... Yeah, seriously. You see that boat? That boat there is where... I'm going to have to show this one because it's... This is basically where if you start the game in this bit, this is where you would start probably the game. You would start on this boat. And I'm going to have to see if I can go in the cabin. Just to have a look around. Okay. Yep. There's a little coffer here as well. Oh, look, there's a lockpick. What a surprise. Yep. Got the trunk, you know, you'd find loads of bits and pieces here. Cupboards. Apparently somebody keeps their bananas in a cupboard. Your first soul gem. Random hat. See, nice little staff there as well. Food. The maps as well, you can see. Yeah, this bit here is definitely a nostalgia hit for me because, like I say, whilst I played the original expansion, it wasn't until this expansion that everything just seemed to click for me. I don't know if it was because they changed things in the game, because I was old enough to really understand what was going on, but this for me was the expansion that, even though I played it a long time ago, this is what turned me from being a Oh, yeah, it's Elder Scrolls too. Yeah, I like Elder Scrolls. Even though it took me a long flipping time to do it, because I didn't get a chance to play it all the time. Yep, you'd wake up, walk down here, get the lore. There's a, I believe there's a, this is your first sky shard is actually in here. So I'll have to go through that door over there. I think I can jump over there. Yep. This guy's a complete douche. He really is. Like, he's the proverbial like, yes, whatever, you're... Oh, look, another outsider who's just come to our quaint little town. But yeah. I could steal those coins. Which is exactly what I'm going to do. Of course, I mean, look. Wow, just stole 6 gold coins. And 7. Now, can I jump over this fence? Might as well. There we go. Brilliant. So yeah, you'd come in here, you'd be sent all over the place to speak to various NPCs, to speak to the bank so you could learn about the...
What do you want?
Oh, I wish there was a way I could just push you off into the swamp. I really do. If I really... Damn it, he's a town guard. I can't use a blade of woe on him. Flip. So that'd be like your basic thing. And sometimes there's a chest there, which wasn't see. Looks like the town drunk's having a bit of a kip there. Now back to Vivek City. We'll meet the main man himself, old Vivek, which I believe that's the way China needs to go to. I've been looking forward to this. Shame the Dark Brotherhood DLC wasn't a bit longer, but I've still got things I can do for that. Now, this is where I've got to be careful because, as I say, this is where it's going to get a bit laggy. But 1 merchant, 2 guild merchants, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guild traders. So, like, if you ever set up a trading guild and you want to have a trader to sell to other player characters, this is one of the places you want to have it in. Downside is, loads of other people want to pay for it as well. So there, it's going to cost you a few pennies. Right. Now, because I've spent a few time, I'm a little tour to show you why this place is just so damn popular with crafters. Okay. Straight ahead, you can see you've got bank. There's another on the other side. So you've got 2 bankers there. You have, starting over here, you have your crafting rip board for the basic equipment. Like here, for example. Actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I can do some right now. I'm going to see if I can do some. See if this works. This may not work. This may not work. Okay. So go to the clothing station, see it's marked as red. The first thing to do is make sure that all my items are refined. See my clothing skills going up a little bit. Now it's not the most effective way of doing it because of this character. It works better if I do it for the main one, but I'm going to do it just once so you can see the process. Yes, I have the mods that help with this. It really does help. Speed things up dramatically. Boom. That's that one done. That's a little XP boost. Especially to my championship point. Same as over here as well. No, I don't think I've got enough to really do any crafting, but... So again, you can see this will go up a little bit. It's a bit slow because obviously very laggy. So that's the blacksmithing one done. This is woodworking, which is good for like staffs and things like that. Same again, auto refine. That's where I can get some of the more higher ranked crafting materials and bits and pieces. You have to refine them, and like you have like a really low percentage chance to begin with, but it goes up to a semi-acceptable one, depending upon the rank of the item you're trying to get. So you go for 1,000 seeded maple there. Okay, and that is the woodworking ones done. Now this is very similar. This is more for the consumables, which is why it's separate. Although I'm not entirely sure why the jewellery one's over there when it should technically be over that side, but a minor quibble. And again, same thing here. Alchemy, which is good for potions. Boom. There you go. And because I've not done any alchemy on this character, I've learnt the traits, which is very similar to how it would work in Skyrim, except you don't know how to eat it. Okay, that's now great. Jewelry, same again. Okay, let's do that one, and that one to refine those. That's it. Let's make some those. Okay, and then here is the enchanting, which is for like runes, that kind of thing. But before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because enchanting is something that really does help a sorcerer, as you could imagine. So that I might, you know, really boom. That's a level enchanting. So I may just level them by doing stuff like this, but I won't be focusing primarily like on research for this character. Yeah, now I can craft. That's the enchanting one, and lastly, it's the noms, which I may not have the recipes for. Oh no, I made a baked potato. And some red rye beer. I think I may be wrong as well. I think it does go by your level, like your craft. Yeah, boom, all done. Now I can either go to the banker, which also allows me to sell things to the different merchants, like the ones. If my guild's that I was part of had one outside there, it would automatically sell it to them. But now I've made those crafting riffs, all I've got to do is go over here and hand them in to the various crates. And there we go. Some shipments, some more gear to sell, some other bits and pieces to help with crafting. Sometimes you get a recipe, sometimes you get, and notice I've got 600 gold plus for doing that, plus experience as well. So as you can see, just from doing that, I just got basically 4,500 gold just from doing that. Now you can see why that's probably a good idea to have a character do that. And looks, boom, championship level increase as well. So where is it? Well, where's the item I got? I got a new recipe, and I already know that one, but I could sell that for probably another 80 gold. I've got other bits and pieces which can go provide resources for the crafting and whatnot. But I think that's enough of that nonsense. I need to very quickly find the merchant, which I believe is here. I think she's an Argonian, if I remember correctly. Yep, again, a bit of a delay, because there's... Oh, hello! Hi! You want to sit on my lap? Is that what you're meowing for? Is that what you're being all demanding for? Hmm? Yeah. You right there? Oh, you just woken up, that's what. Okay. Come on. No, I can't play the game when you're sitting there. You got a choice. Sit on my lap. Or... Thank you. Okay. That's it. Let's try that again.
Robbery and murder.
Oh yes, I'll go in.
People more often than you think.
Okay, so it should also repair my stuff. Yep. So this sells like the basic stuff, like the repair kits, some lock picks, bait for fishing, which is just basic bait fishing, and some soul gems on the very, very off chance that I run out. I mean, I'm getting a bit low. I mean, what is it I've got? 387 filled. I'm getting a bit low. So what I need to do is now, I am now heading to Vivec City proper. So of course I'm going to go on the path. Now this, when if you're not careful, can catch a lot of people off guard. Especially if you come running down here at full pelt. You can get stuck on this corner. And how do I know that? Have a guess. So yep, this is Vivec City, very, very sort of compact. You notice I have an inn room somewhere. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. I think it might be. Yeah, there we go. I have a very small inn room. Like one of the first housings I got in the game was around here. So, Morrowind flashbacks. Yeah. You should be getting Morrowind flashbacks because this is Morrowind. This is the Morrowind expansion. So it's like, yep. I'm just gonna get a bit laggy there. Now this is the respec shot. Yep. It's the Dark Brotherhood one ended quite early, so it's like, yeah. I looked at the next one on the list of the order to do things chronologically speaking, and yeah, Morrowind. And I'm getting flashbacks and nostalgia fest with this, something big, because like I say, this was the first expansion that for me really clicked and really just turned the game from being an okay MMO to, oh, this is going to be one I'm going to be playing for a long time. Of course, I didn't think I'd be streaming it and playing it. You know, I'm not going to say professionally, but that would be a lie. But no, this is definitely one I'm. Yeah. I mean, look at that. I think that's the screenshot for the day. There we go. That's going to be for the thumbnail for the YouTube vid. I went to that person's run out away because of that. Thank you. Perfect. And it's going to get better. Seriously, this for me, I think would be the point when the game went from being a good MO, I mean a really good MMO.
Praise Vivec.
Also, could you just imagine just coming out of here, like, maybe you've had a few, you've been chilling with Prince Vivec or whatever, you had a couple of the old bevies, you come out here, or you trip and you fall down those steps. Do you reckon the guards just go, he's not going to make it. He's not going to. Oh no, he's made it. Here we go. Vivec's chambers. Oh my.
This is the person who helped me at the tomb, my lord.
We don't need the help of this.
They should have slides there.
Oh hush, Archcanon Tarvis. Outlanders have their usefulness, and this one intrigues me.
You.
As you say. I'll be in my office if you need me.
You rude bug. Look, if you need me to off him.
Friend of Lavul, and let us speak.
Seriously, if you need me to just not pushing down those steps, accidents happen.
Canon Level says you helped him in his mission. As I have written,
I'm just sliding down that would be fun.
My ally becomes my friend.
Despite the Archcanon's concerns, I greet you with sincerity and pose a simple question. Will you assist us further, Outlander?
If assisting you means I get to push Chuckles there, down those steps, I'm in. But what kind of help do you need, Lord Vivek? Do you know who he reminds me of? Especially in that pose as well. The character from Overwatch, whose name I can never remember properly. You know, embrace tranquility. I can't remember what his name is. Zenyatta. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Reminds me of Zenyatta. Or correction, I should say Zenyatta reminds me of this character.
I have ordinators and armigers at my disposal. Vast armies of followers and dedicated priests. What I don't have, however, is a fresh perspective. Will you set aside your personal goals for a time and become the eyes and ears of a god?
Well, what can one say to that? I mean, sure, why not? It'll be a laugh if nothing else.
Good. I need assistance to investigate a strange phenomenon that the ancestor confirmed may indeed be a problem. We'll start with a simple divination ritual. Archcanon Tarvis can tell you what we need to delve into this mystery.
This one does not think Archcanon Tarvis wants his help.
The situation that troubles me has taken a toll on my Archcanon, but he's a faithful servant. Tarvis will do as I say, and I say we need your assistance. Find the Archcanon in his office, and he'll tell you how to proceed.
Of course. You never played Morrowind, but you know some of the lore around Vivek. This is why I like having different people who know the lore about this one, because it's like we can all pick up different bits and pieces and fill in the blanks. No, but if you know your lore, feel free to share. When this one first arrived, he saw a vision of Azura.
The Daedric Prince? I suppose the same events that concern me might interest Azura, though she could just as easily be the source of these troubles.
I don't think so.
Red Mountain. Strange Daedra. And then there's... well, we'll talk more about that when you return.
Okay. Right. Now, I'll be like, I have to go realise I forgot to officially discover the Ray Shrine, so I'm going to go all the way back down here, discover the Ray Shrine, because I'm going to need this later. This is quite a handy one. Pardon me. Also, when you see those guards, do you not get reminded of the guards from Life of Brian? There we go. Yeah. He has a wife, you know. Incontinentia. Yep. Okay, so I talked to Vivek, right. Oh, so I do have to go this way. Okay, I forgot his office is down here. There's his office. It's a very small office. Still, are you going to complain when your god is like your office is there and your literal god is right there? Are you going to complain? Could explain why he's a bit grumpy, because he realizes like, yeah, I can't really say anything because my boss is also my god. But of course, whilst I'm here, I am going to just help myself to everything in here, because I can. And of course, every time I come back here, I will be helping myself again and again. Because I can. Right. It's not much, but you know, again, when you're starting off, this is a good way to like learn different skills and how to hide and things like that. Excuse me. Archcan.
Ah, Outlander. Lord Vivek trusts too much to put his faith in one such as you. But who am I to question?
I'll be there in a sec.
I suppose he sent you to me so I could put you to work. Did he say which task he wants us to accomplish first?
Okay. Well, Spirit 96 in chat has put that. Don't know much. Yeah, you put yourself down there. But I know he was once one of the 3 rulers of Morrowind, the other 2 being Almalexia and Sophasil, who was already mentioned earlier. They are supposedly connected to the 3 Daedric princes, Azura, Berethia, and Mephala, all of which are important in the Dunmer religion, which kind of makes sense why Azura would show up. So I know Sophasil, there's a mini DLC connected to him later, the Clockwork City, which is the same place where I suppose you call it the Doctor Strange looking house, apartment type thing I've got now. That's there. I believe my father is mentioned here as well, but this area is definitely focused on like the Dunmer and things like that. Plus, of course, all the usual stuff that crops up in the Elder Scrolls world. Lord Vivek said he needed to perform a divination ritual.
Ah, yes. We do need to perform a ritual to reveal the nature of the phenomenon that vexes Lord Vivek. Now listen closely. I hate to repeat myself.
Valen is listening. Chris, not so much.
Despite my objections, Vivek believes you were sent to help, so I'll do my best to assist you.
Thank you.
Go to the ziggurat that's still under construction and tell the overseer that Lord Vivek requires the blessing stone.
Ziggurat, blessing stone. Ziggurat, blessing stone. Okie dokie.
You receive a simple errand in the service of Lord Vivek, and countless questions form unbidden in your mind. Very well. Go ahead. Ask your questions. It's not like I'm the busy arch-canon of a living god or anything.
Yeah. I was starting to take back my initial impression of you thinking, okay, dude's under a lot of pressure, something weird's happening to his god, but nope, the dude's an arsehole. Has Valen offended you in some manner?
Offend me? You give yourself too much credit. No, I feel the same about all Outlanders. This is tribunal business, best handled by tribunal resources. However, I also obey my Lord Vivek, so I will tolerate your involvement and do my best to aid you.
Unfortunately, he's a named NPC, so I can't use a Blade of Woe on him. Doesn't even pop up. Which, to be fair, you know, is would be a bad thing, because, you know, it's like brand new player character comes along, has to go and speak to him, and I'm now standing over his corpse. That would be an arsehole move. I don't want to do it. Shrine of Generosity. I think the original tribunal refers to, or organically referred to, Vivek and Malexia and stuff. I think you're right on that one. I mean, there's honestly so... I'm not going to steal for that, not what Vivek's did. There is so much lore in this game. This is honestly one of those sort of things that if you like lore, if you like story, and an incredibly rich background, this game has, well, there's a lot. Okay, so where do I need to go to? I need to go to... And I forgot what I'm saying. Where's it? I travel to Vivek City Race Shrine, which I believe... You think I would know this by now? I believe it's that one. Yes. Yeah, Sophasil stuff, I believe, is handled onto the Clockwork City DLC, which that's I think it's the end of this one. After this, I'll just check. I'll just have a look. Yeah, Morrowind, Haunts of the Reach, the Clockwork City. The Haunts of the Reach is the dungeon DLC side of things, and then the Clockwork City is the I suppose you would call it the regular expansion. Used to watch a channel called Shoddycast, which did a lot of the Elder Scrolls lore videos. Shoddycast, that rings a bell. Right, now I'm going to speak to the overseer. So yeah, unfortunately, every time I come here, it is going to be laggy because there's loads of people. But it's not that laggy. Oh, it was one point I remember before when I would first come here. It would be so laggy, even without any mods or anything on. It would be like, you know, a coin flip as to whether or not my game would. But that wasn't just me, that was a lot of people as well. And also, to be fair, my computer at the time was a bit pants. Now, far superior. Okay. So where is he? Oh, the overseer walks around, of course they do, yeah. You're just going to stand in one spot. Sometimes I've got to keep an eye out for those chests, this Pavlovian thing. Ah, there's the overseer. Hello.
This project has been nothing but one disaster after another. How am I expected to get this ziggurat built on time when things constantly go wrong? Mind me, I'm just having one of those days.
I am. You have my sympathy. I understand where you're coming from. Sometimes it's like the entire universe is against you. Archcanon Tarvis St. Velen, he needs to. No, I don't think you're going to like this, but he needs to borrow your blessing stone.
Our blessing stone? Do you know what happens if we give up our blessing stone?
Nope.
Well, neither do I. But I'm sure it won't put us back on schedule or end our string of disasters. I'm not one to disagree with the Archcanon, but that's a terrible idea.
You might be right, but apparently Lord Vivek needs a blessing stone to perform a ritual.
Lord Vivek? Well, why didn't you say so?
I just did.
But I'll need your help before I can turn over the blessing stone. The passage that leads to the consecration chamber collapsed, trapping some of my workers. If you can clear the way, you can borrow the stone.
That's a fair trade. This one will clear the passage and free your workers.
I appreciate the help. Just remember that you're only borrowing the stone.
Of course.
It needs to be back in the consecration chamber before the next shift, or we'll never get this ziggurat constructed in time.
Understood. Okay. So how is it? Okay. Click the debris. There's one. There's one worker trap there. See, that was nice and easy.
Thank you. I'll go tell the overseer what you did for me.
Yes. Good. Although, frankly, your companions, the rest of them are rather pants. They couldn't even help you. No, yeah, I couldn't go that way. I have to go, I think I'm right the long way around. Yeah. Yes. That fellow there appears to be fused into the ground. Damn, that's a bit of rough luck there. Oh, see, at least one person's helping. Good. Okay, now I can go up the ramp.
Die under there. Oh, thanks for saving me.
It wasn't just me, the others helped as well. I'm not going to take all the credit. It'd be tempting to, but I'm not a git. Alright, well there it is. How do I get up there? It says go up the ramp. What ramp? What ramp? Oh, here we go. This ramp. The one right here. Right, back to the race shrine and speak to old Chuckles himself. Oh, that music as well. That's another nostalgia there. Right. Seriously, let's hear that music again. Okay. Now, if I remember rightly, you can actually jump down here if you get it right. Which if you jump too close, you get your feet caught. You have to do it from a little bit away and you can come out of here and then jump onto there. The alternative is just to go around that corner there, which would take you like about 5 seconds longer. But no. I'm going to spend 20 seconds trying to jump over this. Like that.
Praise Vivek.
Praise Vivek. Hello again. Ashcan, a word, if you would.
The Outlander returns. I understand there was trouble at the construction site, but you were able to save a few of the workers. Lord Vivek always draws the straightest arrow from the quiver. Praise the Tribunal. Did you bring the Blessing Stone?
Yes, this one has the Blessing Stone.
Stand over there. In Canon Level's absence, you will form the third corner of our ritual triangle.
You got your freeze, didn't you?
When you're ready, place the Blessing Stone, and we'll begin the ritual.
Some more things are coming back to me. I think the reason the Dwemer disappeared is tied to the fact that they were losing the war of the Tribunal. Oh, could be. Of course, yeah, there's three thingies. There's one there, which I'm assuming he's going to do. There's one there, which I'm assuming is going to be from Lord Vivek there. So, of course, this represents me. Oh, blimey.
Hear the words of the warrior poet and reveal the source of Lord Vivek's distress.
An
Icelander? A clockwork mage?
Clockwork mage?
A Daedric cultist?
Okay. Oh dear. We've burnt out the Blessing Stone.
Something interfered with the ritual, my lord. But we may have learned something. Excuse me while I compare the results to our previous research.
Yeah, we just burnt out the Blessing Stone. She ain't going to be happy. It's kind of understandable. Yeah, yes.
Between the cryptic warnings of the Ancestor Spirit and the unexpected result of the divination ritual, I fear there may be more astir than I imagined. We solved the greatest mysteries by accident, I suspect. I should write that down.
Yes, you should. It's quite a good one. But yes, something went wrong during the ritual. Did you learn what you had hoped?
We learn from every action we take. Failure or success, each result teaches us something. At least in the larger sense. To be more specific, no. Not as much as I hoped.
I'm starting to like the way Vivek thinks. I mean, obviously I'm slightly biased because I know of some stuff that's going to be coming up, but at the same time, trying to approach this as if I've not played this before. At least, well, technically I haven't this character. But there were images in the ritual.
Images that suggest avenues to investigate, riddles to solve. Let me tell you a secret, Outlander.
Ooh.
It concerns a living god, an energy that fades like daylight as dusk spreads across the land.
Well, this one does not understand, Lord Vivek.
Listen well, and speak not a word.
Ooh.
My divine energy, it drains away.
Oh dear.
Whether from illness or foul malady, I know not. You must travel the land and seek answers on my behalf. But first, gratitude before service, as I have written. So thank you.
Oh, that's a nice little starter.
The ritual confirmed my worst fears. Divine energy flows out of me for no reason I can discern. I felt the power imbued within my blessing stone get wrenched away as soon as you added it to the ritual. I couldn't stop it.
So, somehow you're losing divine energy? How is that possible?
To quote my own words as the warrior poet, no lock exists that the determined thief cannot open. Missing energy. and try to discover the identity of the enemy Levol's ancestor warned us about.
Of course he knows what I've done in the past. He's a living god. In fact, that's probably one of the reasons why he wants to speak to me, because he knows I can get stuff done. You think an enemy is responsible for your energy loss?
Something drains my energy. Find Archcanon Tarvis in his office, and ask if he gleaned anything useful from the ritual. If not, I know his earlier research indicated new avenues to investigate. Go where he tells you, and learn what you can.
Well, then we'll go speak to him.
My divine energy diminishes with every passing moment, but the ritual confirmed my affliction is not natural.
So someone's doing something.
I regret that I could not reveal the full nature of these dire circumstances until your trustworthiness had been demonstrated.
That's fair enough, but this one is not sure that Archcanon Tarvis shares your assessment of him.
Yes. While Archcanon Tarvis has always been cautious about ideas and ideologies that didn't originate within the Tribunal. And recently, that prudence has grown 1,000-fold. He's a faithful servant, however, despite his narrow-mindedness.
Okay. I wonder. I've just realised there's something I can do as well. I meant to do it earlier, but I'm going to do it now. I'm going to do it now. Yeah. So you see, I've done some archaeology in the past. Here, you can see I found seven of those, and the table, which is why some of the way shrines have already been picked up on. I did that to help level up things, because the more you do them in different areas, the more experience you get and bits and pieces like that. But like I say, officially, I've not been here before, so I'm going to have at least one up. Oops. There we go. And there we go. There we go. One of those. And one of those. Just so I've got at least one active. It's probably going to be on the other side of the island, but... Okay. Yeah, it's literally the... on the far east, but that's fine. It's a green tier, which means I get pretty much do that as many times as I want, and I always get at least one freebie from it. I should be... There we go. There, but. Yeah. But. And I should have gone upstairs. Get away, bloody god. There we go. Let's speak to old Mr. Happy. Of course, I will. Oh, it hasn't reset. Sorry, say that. I'm not sure if it was Vivek, but there's at least one philosopher in the Elder Scrolls world who have identified that every now and then that champions appear within change the course of history, essentially hinting at an awareness that the players exist. Ooh. Now, Vivek strikes me as the sort of character who would do that. You know, he's really much a living god, and even if he doesn't have omnipotence, not omnipotence, omniscience, I think that's the word, the one that gives like infinite knowledge, is definitely a smart dude. So at the very least, even if he doesn't have a divine knowledge of our abilities, he could probably pick up on the fact that there's something funky going on with our soul. The fact that Azura turned up and basically spoke directly to us in front of witnesses on his own guarded island, which is a big no-no. No Daedric princes are allowed there. Shows that this person in front of him, i.e. my character, i.e. Valen, it's definitely important. That you cannot deny. Right.
I performed that ritual countless times, and it never exploded in my face before. If I discover that you sabotaged the divination... No. I shouldn't take my failure out on you. It's not your fault that things are difficult.
By difficult, you mean Lord Vivek's loss of power?
How do you know about... Lord Vivek told you?
Yes.
Of course he did. It's his prerogative, I suppose. You must swear to keep this secret, though. There would be panic in the streets if the people believed one of the tribunal was incapacitated.
Something that we just put in chat as well just made me think of something. There's a semi-common, I suppose you could call it trope, especially in the fantasy mythology and things like that, of people who, I suppose you could say, fate seems to focus and work around. Like, I believe that there's sometimes referred to as nexuses, like if basically the decisions and actions of these individuals can change the entire course of history, even if what their acts are not what you would call particularly at the time it's seemingly important. It sets off the chain of events that becomes something important, sort of like the Chosen One. Kind of. It's also more, it's not so much a Chosen One effect, it's more like the actions of, like, you can have like the hero, but for example, what would be a good idea? Let's use Star Wars as an example. Now, Luke is obviously considered to be pretty important as far as things go in the Star Wars universe. But if he hadn't been sent to go and pick up those droids as part of the from his uncle, things would have been slightly different. He wouldn't have encountered R2-D2 and C-3PO. He wouldn't have been reacquainted with then what'd you call it? What's his name? Obi-Wan. Things like that. So it's not so much the hero, but it's like they're the ones who set up the events. And if he had made a slightly different decision, or maybe sent him to the Jawas on a different day, things would have gone in a different direction. Now, you can also argue that that is fate, or the Force, or whatever, destiny, anything like that. They are, I'm trying to find the way to describe it. They are the ones who are nudging that person into it. But ultimately, if you factor in free will, he could have easily gone and got those droids himself, and that would have changed things completely different. So it's like, at the time, it was a reasonably small event, but it had a knock-on effect that allowed the Chosen One to do what needs to be done.
It's true. I'm much better at scholarly pursuits than field work. And the ritual wasn't a total failure. It confirmed 3 locations from my earlier studies: Volmara, Aldrin, and Barrelzar's tower. I need you to investigate each of these sites.
R2-D2 and C-3PO tend to have that effect a lot. Yep. That is very true. Although, mentioned Star Wars as well. No reason why I use that as an example. Well, there was announced the cast for the Obi-Wan show, and Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen are obviously 2 main lines in it, but they've got a really funky cast. There's some good stuff coming out for it, and I am, if it's as good as, let's say, The Mandalorian was, well, I can put this, I am cautiously optimistic about this show. Really am. I'm not going to turn and say, oh yeah, it's going to be I think it's just called Obi-Wan. I think it is just called Obi-Wan. There's also as well, there was a trailer as well announced, and I saw it today, for the animated show. I don't get the name right. The Bad Batch. It's like the semi-sequel to like the Clone Wars stuff. Ooh, where's it? I need also for you. There we go. So yeah, I am definitely cautiously optimistic. Where's this person? Okay.
Another adventurer looking for work?
This one saw I noticed that you are in need of help.
Did you? Well, that's why it was posted. It's simple. Citizens tell us what they need, and we arrange for the job to be completed. You will be able to meet with the client before starting the task. They'll also have your reward, not us.
How does Khajiit receive jobs?
Belleru Omeril and her brother Traylan will handle your assignments. Check in with them frequently to see if they have a job for you. They'll inform you what you need to accomplish and who made the request.
Okay. Well, Velen is interested in taking a job.
I would hope. You came to us, after all. Traylan and Belleru are just down the hall. They should already have assignments for you. Speak to either of them to get started.
Okay. So I believe that was for the yeah, you can see him here. Basically, it's like the daily job, like it's like get the dailies and stuff. Yeah, I don't need to do them, but yeah, more dailies. Good way of learning, getting experience, and doing stuff. Right. Back to Vivek City. So I think I've got to go over here now. Okay. Where you want me to go? You want me to go over here? Up the stairs. And now I've got to speak to Edorino. This person over here. Picking up all the quests now.
Bad. You look well travelled, friend. Are you, by chance, going to Sadrith Mora? I can make it worth your while.
What is in Sadrith Mora?
Opportunity. Or that's what I thought, until I angered Devaith Fair by failing to deliver the special mushrooms he ordered on time. Lost the shipment.
Oh, special mushrooms, eh?
I have the mushrooms, but I'm afraid Fair will evaporate me for late delivery.
And why will he not evaporate this one for delivering these mushrooms?
You aren't at fault for the late delivery, so Fair shouldn't do anything to you. Won't do anything to you, I mean. I guarantee it. Besides, I'll let you keep the payment he owes me as well. I'd rather avoid the situation altogether at this point.
Alright, this one will deliver your mushrooms.
You're saving my life here, friend. I don't dare refuse the order, but I also don't want to meet a displeased Telvanni.
Understood. Right. Back to Vivek City's way shrine, which is... Yeah, I'm going to be using that... I'm going to be using that way shrine a lot. In the music. I wish those things were animated, that you could see them wandering around. Like, you go in, you go up, get on top, and it would literally, you know, like just plump, 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 plump to where it was. You could do fast travel if you wanted to, but at least to have the option of seeing it every so often, like, I don't know, say every 15 minutes or so, it would take a public thing, or you could just fast travel there like the way you normally would. That would be nice. Impractical from a gameplay point of view, I feel, but it would be nice. Let's speak to this person where they are. I mean, look at that. That's a big beastie. Hello?
We're just about ready to set sail. I don't know about you, but the moonlit is looking a little too close for comfort these days.
You can take Valen somewhere else in Vardenfell, yes?
We're headed to Sadrith Mora, if that's where you'd like to go. Just decide quick. I want to sail on the next tide.
Then please then take this one to Sadrith Mora then. Now, a good way of getting to the other locations very, very quickly. You then get the way shrine, and then you can use that to travel back. Which is always handy. Oh, and in this case, it's actually more like a mini-map. Right. Oh, this area is familiar now. Oh, I'm remembering this now. I just had a... Wait a second. Was this the area when I first started streaming ESO that I think this is. I think this is the area when back a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, maybe even longer than that, when I first started streaming ESO, I think this was the area that I covered before I decided to switch over to things when I was getting a bit burnt out and just in life in general. It looks familiar. The map looks familiar. This map looks really familiar.
What do you want?
Oh, sorry.
Mind your step. I would not want you to step on this random patch of grass. I jest, of course. The Telvanni force me to work, but I make sure it brings them no pleasure. I see you wear no shackles. Do you seek work? I know someone who needs help.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking this was it. Yeah, because when I was playing this at the time, I was streaming like practically every day, and I realised that with my work and everything else as well, it was causing me to get ill and burn out. So that's one of the reasons why I switched back to only 3 days a week after I took a break, and a lot more focused on the games that I want to play rather than the stuff that I thought other people wanted to play and things like that. And yeah, it's made a lot more of a difference. I'm now looking forward to streaming. I feel like I'm more energetic with things. I mean, yeah, I still have bad days, but that's just more general health concerns rather than, oh, this is becoming a slog. I mean, yeah, I can still log in and do stuff off stream. Yeah, so I think, oh, I want to play some ESO today. I've got loads of things I can do off stream, like the dailies, the reputation quests and things like that.
In truth, you would be helping me.
And yes, it is a beautiful area.
Myself
the whole game
During my
is beautiful, as far as I'm concerned.
I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Her Lucial name is Sun.
Sun in Shadow! Yes, this is the area.
She hatches a plan to set us free.
I think it was Sun something. Ah, this is a nostalgia fest now. This really is. Okay, what did you need this one to do?
Seek her out in Tel Naga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one. Always learning. If all goes to plan, she will read her books beside me in the boughs of a hist. Soon, I hope.
Alright, then this one will go talk to Sun and Shadow.
Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni.
I already do.
Lies like an elder at the yarn wheel.
I have heard that. And it's like, yeah, walk with Sithis. Yeah, it's... Because I know that sometimes the NPCs will change the things they say to you based on certain accomplishments and achievements you may have done in the past. So it wouldn't surprise me if he's just like, I know what you are. Chosen of Sithis and everything. So yeah, it's good. Yeah. Oh, this is bringing back some really good memories.
Oh, dear. Ah, love. How cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free.
Yeah. Sithis is important in Argonian religion, though. It might be. I'm gonna pretend not to have read that. I'm gonna pretend that he actually knows who I am and he's just keeping it on the down low. This is gonna be interesting now because now I've got the guide for this area. There's probably gonna be things I'm going to encounter and quests I'm going to do that I didn't the first time I ran through this. Yeah, you didn't type exactly. Just one of those random. That's one of those random things that just happened to have appeared in chat. It happens. We all make mistakes. I mean, it's not like I loaded up the wrong episode of Farscape like last week twice, and we've now completely messed things up. I mean, who would do something like that?
Oh, what does an Outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simple perspective.
What does an Outlander?
To convince an overbearing mother that the object of their affection is worthy.
Okay, two things I need to speak to you, pal. Number one, that this one is actually quite good friends with a Dunmer, to the fact that we will probably be considered to be, in many cultures, married. Secondly, people are not objects. That's probably your problem. You're thinking of people as objects. Very bad. Very, very bad. And Jamavat does not approve of your relationship?
Of course not. Tuin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom, but Mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion.
Okay, so right, there's slaves here. Right, that's fun. And not only that, but they're bored. Your mother's also. I think it's safe to say your mother's racist. But please slow down, because she might be willing to help, but he does not know if he wants to buy a slave. I mean, the only reason why I'll be buying a slave would be to set them free straight afterwards.
I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it?
Well, this one could do that much, but would your mother not be suspicious if he asks about Tywin?
Tell her you've heard Tywin excel
Tywin,
at
even
finding
so.
red star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat.
Alright, this one will speak to your mother.
I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me. But now, I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come find me once you've finished dealing with Mother. She'll be at our tower.
The way he says mother like that, it's like, I'm getting the feeling that they don't get on. Yeah. Yep. This is definitely the area I did before. I can remember getting to the part, well, I've got to be careful I don't spoil things. The end of the Sun in Shadows questline. I can remember I got to at least as far as that, and I think that's on another character, obviously, and I think that is as far as I got before I started getting really ill. So anything past that point is probably going to be new. Again, I've got to be careful because I don't want to spoil what the actual questline is. Oh, you're awake. Alright. So we're now inside a giant mushroom. A very, very big mushroom. Like, what's it? That's that big old tree in Grantwood. This is like the mushroom version of it. And there she is. In shadow.
Yes. Can I help you, Suryo?
Sun in Shadow. Eoki sent Kashid.
Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Ioki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right?
Yes.
It will require finesse and discretion. I trust that I can count on you for both. To earn my freedom, I need the help of Magister Thurama.
Magister Thurama?
She's a recently elevated Telvanni Magister. Not so set in her ways as the others, and probably more likely to remember her early struggles. I know she wants something from Zane Tararis. I need to find out what it is, then get it for her.
Do you have any idea what she wants?
I'm afraid not. I traded in some favors to get a better idea of what she's seeking, but I learned very little. Apparently her mouth, Erevin Ontham, has some correspondence that might give us a clue. I need that letter.
Alright, Kashid will try and get the information for you.
Be cautious in the council house, Sarah. House Tilvani is not just some beast you can slay. In this place, subtlety will serve you better than any shield. We have to play the game.
I think this means I have to go stealthy. Right, first things first, let's get the, where's the consumables? I need another chicken, and I need another EXP boost. Oh, I've only got 25 of those left. Okay, I think I've got to guess we'll go out. Yeah, I'm remembering this area now. It's I'll tell you, this is now big time nostalgia for me. Big time nostalgia. Were there mushrooms? Right, let's speak to...
One more late shipment, Bolin, and you will never work in Vardenfell again. I'm terribly sorry, Master. It won't happen again. Ah, another useful idiot approaches. And what trifling matter brings you to me?
Once again, that voice sounds familiar.
I trust you're not here to waste my time. That would end badly for you.
You would not survive the attempt. But Belen has the mushrooms you ordered.
So Edrino finally came through, did she? And she sent you in her place, no doubt because she believes I will turn her into a Vardvak, or such nonsense. The things these commoners believe. I shall, of course, dock her payment for the late delivery.
Actually, Velen said he could keep... That Velen could keep the payment.
If you're lying, you do so remarkably well. If you're not, it is of no concern to me. You will receive the same coinage either way. Take it and be about your business. And tell Edrino that if she fails again, I shall locate another mushroom seller.
Very well.
And that concludes my deliveries for today. What an exciting life I lead.
Wow. Damn. Yeah, the worst thing you got to deal with is some mushrooms. Okay. Oops, no. Oh, we'll press on key there. There we go. There we go.
And who might you be?
Hello. Oh, it's nice chambers.
Master Erevan is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want?
Well, this one is just, looking around.
No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. What are you really after? And do be honest, we've already wasted enough time here.
Oh, you are a smart one. You got me. Now this one is looking for a letter.
Ah, the one about Zane Tiraris, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. Perhaps you could help me with a problem I've run into.
Alright. What do you have in mind?
It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. The post delivered it to my darling Aether and Dora just this morning. If you get it away from her, the letter is yours.
That's fair. Where's Aether and Dora?
She spends most of her time in the study, here in the council hall. She's very diligent, always leaning over one book or another. And the way she licks her thumb when she turns the pages. Sorry, you'll find her in the study, yes.
He sent a drunken text. Yeah. Like, oh yes, I sure freaking love all this one. But there you go. Wakes up the next morning. Oh, by the gods, what did I do? Wow. Remember, think with the primary brain, not the secondary brain. Oh dear. No, I'm not going to steal with someone in there, but... I've just realised what this person's got in their study. That's a, I think people know what that is. Okay. I've got to sneak up behind Ephedora and press... Oh, got pickpocket. Oh, this is going to be interesting. I mean, it's not like I've been practicing for a whole expansion, is it? Oh, don't... Oh, that's a point. I'm going to have to put the do not kill option on. Oh, that was good.
That's distressing.
Oh, I almost hit the Blade of Woe key by mistake. Okay. You don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be stabbing us like that. That would be very bad. You know what? That can go into that. But, oh, yeah, that's a person you wanted me to get the love letter off of her. I have good news and bad news. The good news is I have the love letter. The bad news is I accidentally stabbed her in the back and now she's dead. Although she'll be back in about 5 minutes. Right.
I hope this is good news.
Yes.
Well, did you get my poem?
Yes, this one has it.
Quick, give it here. Phew, what a relief. All right, Fla, I'm going to burn this embarrassment. I sure hope I didn't leave Master Erevan's correspondence box unlocked. That would be careless in the extreme. Farewell.
A fair trade. A powerful letter. I like that. Like,
Good riddance to bad writing.
I hope I didn't leave that box open. Like, that would be... Bye-bye. Right, okay, now he's gone. I'm going to take everything. Because I'm going to steal from you. I'm Khajiit. That's what we do. 1,000 rand remedies for slaughterfish bites field guide. Oh, that's got to be taken. Even if nothing comes, it's only worth a few credits. I'm taking that. Credits? Go. Launcher, walk over here.
Well.
Whistle, whistle, whistle. Nope, I'm not going to steal from that. Not when there's a guard hanging around. Oh, damn it. Now I'm back in Morrowind. I want to play this more. But at the same time, I know if I do, I'll get burnt out on everything again. So I'm going to... Oh.
What is it?
That just gives me more incentive to do things, I suppose. Yeah. Where's Sun in Shadow? Oh, there she is. That's very pretty.
There you are. I was afraid you'd been compromised.
No.
Were you successful? Did Anthem have anything worth raiding?
Rana wants a relic hidden away in in a place I can't pronounce.
May I? Ah, a saint's relic. Saint Films. Never heard of him. Says here the Redarin wants it too. To squirrel away in some musty old chapel, no doubt. We need to make sure Thorana gets it before they do.
Hey, please, you must tell Velen. How do you propose we do that?
Looks like the shrine is locked, protected by some puzzle ward. Luckily, the letter provides some hints on how to break in.
Oh, you're awake.
Solve the puzzle, grab the relic, then make haste to tell Barana.
Puzzle, girls.
Barana should be there. Offer her the relic on my behalf.
How confident are you that Purana would trade the relic for her sponsorship?
Somewhere between certain and apprehensive.
Hey.
The Telvanni respect all clever schemes and love to barter. This little intrigue will prove my worth, I know it. Then again, she could just try to take the relic by force.
Oh, what happens then?
Run? Telvanni magisters wield magics that put Giuliano's to shame. Of course. You're quite the hero in your own right.
Thank you, thank you.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
Yes, that would be unpleasant for them. Right. Back out.
You were at Faldar's Tooth when Tharek tried to open a portal to Oblivion.
Wait, what? I don't remember that. I do not remember that at all. Although I haven't said that because they're doing what the expansion's coming out. Yeah, that's going to be that's going to make things interesting. Like I said, I'm still planning on when the Gates of Oblivion expansion comes out to do a very quick temporary, like one stream sort of thing, maybe two, depending upon what day it comes out. If it comes out on the Tuesday, it'll be a 2 stream. Actually, it will be just the 1 anyway, thinking about it. Yeah, I'll just do just the 1, because I don't want to spoil things too much for myself. But what I may do is, when it does come out, I will try and find how to get the companion, and then I will do a slight diversion, go and get that done, and then come back to the main quest line. Which again, like I did with the Dark Brotherhood to get the Blade of Woe, like the Sijic Order to get the Portal skill and things like that. It'll just be just to get that quest. Now, if it turns out that that's like going to be like locked behind, a quest chain that's like 50 or so quests long, then maybe I will wait on that one. Maybe I'll wait, but I will find out closer to the time on that.
Lazy vermin. If you want to eat this week, work.
Yes, mistress.
Well, get to it! Now!
Yes, mistress. Sorry, mistress.
Oh, please don't tell me this island's full of... Oh, it is, please.
Pardon the mess. My slaves require another lesson concerning their work ethic. And they're no good overseer as well.
Oh, great.
I suppose I'll have to wield the lash myself today.
Look, the only time you should be wielding the lash is when they've asked for it, literally asked for it, you know, part of the, hey, I'm not judging anyone who wants to do that kind of thing, but, you know, at least get the consent first. If you don't, it makes you an arsehole. Belen has heard you have a slave that is particularly good at finding red star shells.
Have my friends been gossiping about her again?
Yes.
You'd think there were no better topics of conversation. Yes, Tywin is my slave. She's no unshed Nyx hound, but she's still a capable harvester. What do you want to know about her?
Only her price. This one needs someone with a talent for collecting the red star shells.
Well, I need someone who can do that too, and I already have Tywin. Seems like you're out of luck.
Well, it's your friends gossip about more than Tywin's talents. I think we'd both benefit from her departure.
Baseless slander! Though I do tire of these ugly rumors surrounding my son. 3 red star shells. That's the smallest offer I'll entertain. A bargain.
Velen would like to know, how about he just pays you in gold?
Telvanni wizards don't offer their influence and power for something as pedestrian as gold.
Worth a shot.
3 shells should barely cover
3 shells.
while I find another harvester. If that's too steep a price, I suppose we're finished here.
Why did I just get experience randomly just then? That's bizarre. Alright, this one will think of your terms. Okay, what? I just randomly got experience then. That was bizarre. Okay, I'll put it into that one there. Another movie to consider, Demolition Man. Yes, that is a great, slightly cheesy, but a very good film in that kind of. Was it early 90s? It came out, I want to say. Where am I going? Where am I going? I am going. Okay, I'm going that way. All right. Sylvester Stallone, Wesley Snipes, Sandra Bullock. Yes, you will understand why I giggled at the 3 shells.
Oh, Tywin, where are you? What I'd give for just a glimpse.
So look, see if that's on there actually. I'm not going to start the watch party now, but I'm just going to look to see if it's on the list. Doesn't look like it. No, there's a show called The Demolition Man, but that's about well, builders and people who demolish buildings and things like that. The other type of demolitions. Unfortunately, it's not a bad film. I think it's Rob Schneider in it as well.
Did you speak to my mother? What did she say? Knowing her, it's something incredibly unreasonable.
No, she said she wants 3 red star shells for something. I don't know where.
3? 3? That's as many as Tywin manages to find in a month. And she's perfect.
Should we ask her to help?
No. If Mother found out, she'd never let Tywin go free. Not for any price. It's an unreasonable sum. But the fact that she asked for red star shells might work in our favor.
How so?
I've been training a Nyx hound to help Tywin so she can spend more time with me instead of in that vile swamp. Aside from the Fetch a Fly incident, Nixie's got a solid track record.
John, let me sweet up. My legs start to cramp. There we go. I know. Oh, that feels better. Yeah, I saw a thing on Twitter today that was shared with me where somebody made a chair that was slightly wider than normal, but it had spot for like a reasonably sized smallish dog or cat to sit next to somebody next to him on the chair. And I looked at that thinking, I could so do with something like that. It would be perfect to like have just sitting here and then having the fuzzball sit next to me. That way she would get the company she wants and the warmth, and I can keep an eye on her and not worried about accidentally cutting up the circulation in my leg. Because you're just wondering, where is Nixie now?
She's around here somewhere. Nyx hounds vanish when they're afraid, and Nixie's a bit skittish. She'll head off toward the water after I call her. Look around the shorelines, and you'll probably find her digging up shells. Just go where she points.
Okay. I think after this gets to a point now, I think after this quest might be a good idea to be when I end the night, because again, don't like being caught halfway through a quest. It's find it then difficult to get back into what I'm doing.
Come on, Nixie, show yourself.
Come on, Nixie.
There you are. Nixie, go find star shells. Show this nice person where they are.
Right. I think I just spotted the Sigic portal over there as well. I don't want to go deal with that right now. Yep, I was right. There we go. There's a good Nixie. Wow. So that other one takes a month to find 3, and I've just, with the aid of this creature, I've just found 1. That's quite impressive. Yeah, summon it. So the next one's going to be in that general direction. That was impressive. Okay, that's 2. Okay, that creature's... Dude, you need to train more with creatures like that, because you make a fortune. If these things are really expensive, like... They seem to be hard to find.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop!
Tyrion?
Who are you? These are given lands, you know. Take any star shells from this beach and you'll have them to reckon with.
Ah, you must be Tyrion. Lolnas sent Khajiit.
He sent you here. To what, spy on me? To finds that can't even find privacy out in this forsaken muck.
No, to gather red star shells. Why would he want this one to spy on you? Oh, wait. Oh, dear. I think I can see what's going on.
Because this is the one place I'm permitted to go that he's too afraid to follow. Out here, I don't have to endure his constant fawning or pretend not to see him watching me out of the corner of my eye.
Well, he thinks that you two are... He thinks that you two are in love.
Love? I'm a slave and he's my master. Or as close as makes no difference. Wouldn't so much as smile in his direction if it didn't spare me the rod. Tell me why he has you gathering red star shells. What's he up to now?
Well, apparently they are the price of your freedom. He wants Valen, which is this one, to buy and free you so you two can marry. His words, not mine.
Gods, no. Fear of his mother's wrath is the only reason I can keep him at arm's length. If he's getting this bold, I have to get out of here. What Lonus wants for me isn't freedom. You really want to free me. Help me get away from these people.
Okay. What did you have in mind?
Faris keeps my servitude obligation hidden in a house. Steal it for me. I can forge his signature. It won't be perfect, but it should hold up well enough to get me out of Telvanni lands.
Well, why risk it? This one already has your slave price.
I don't want to be bought. I want to be free. After all Faris and Lonus have taken from me, I don't want them to profit from my release. At least let me cost them.
Alright. Okay. Back to the Sadric Morrowind Shrine. Which is... Oh, there we go. Yep, I knew it was on the map somewhere. So yeah, it's still on the main map. It's just that's all right to the east and north a little bit. It's on the east side of the map. Right, okay. Yeah, I'm doing these riding bits. There's the... Is that it? Screw it. Oh, flip. I didn't realise there was a guard there. Okay. Apparently there's hiding spots here as well. Oh, now I remember this. It's like, yeah, I need to get to the basement, which is... of course, it's not going to show me on that. Oh, it's over there. I see it now. So I think I'm going to have to go the long way around. Ooh.
Guard! Intruder! Guard!
Shuts butt. Can I just run past?
Do I look like a patient person? Get out.
Alright, fine. I'm out. I'm out. Ooh. That was a bit unpleasant. Yeah, so they don't want me killing peeps, which is fair enough. Go on, go by. Go on by.
Do I have to summon a guard? The guard's on their way. Best get out before they clear you out.
Fine. That guard literally saw me jump into that. Guard's an idiot. Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? Where you going? I could do. Ooh. Oh, it's a jewelry box. Yes, about that. You know what, screw it. I am going to use a teleport. It's going to cost me a few gold, but please tell me this works. It didn't work. Okay, it did not work.
This is your last chance to leave before the...
Yeah, I think the guards already know I'm here. Like, why is there a jester running through the hall? No, I'm no longer trespassing. Oh, I've got a bounty. Right, let's use my use one of my edicts. It's a good thing now. It should last me for a while. Moments like that. Up.
See, you're leaving the estate.
Yes.
You decided not to help me, didn't you? I knew I shouldn't have gotten my hopes up.
Don't worry. Velen brought your servitude obligation.
You really did it. What's the catch? What do you expect for this?
Nope. Nothing. This one had no interest in owning a slave.
I don't know what to say. I was resigned to my fate before you showed up. Hardly seems real. Maybe it isn't. Not until I'm staring at the shores of the Somerset Isles.
Yeah, Somerset Isles. It's like, yeah, it's coming later. I don't know, let this one say, on behalf of pretty much most people that I know, fuck slavers. Good luck, Tywin.
I'll need it. You didn't ask for anything, but I want you to have this.
That's a nice little dagger.
Gold I managed to hide away over the years, minus what I'll need for passage. Not payment, a gift. For a friend. Goodbye, and thank you so much.
I would accept that as a gift. It's from one person to another. But good luck to you.
Hey, get away from her! You will ruin everything!
Shut up, you slavering jackal. You see this? I'm free.
Tywin, I was supposed to free you. I was going to take your hand in marriage. It was going to be perfect. You ruined it!
Listen to me, you little swit. I'm not your plaything, never was, and never will be. I'd sooner lie with the maggots than share your bed.
That can be arranged. When I tell Mother about this, you'll wish you'd never spurned me. You'll beg! You will beg!
That was liberating. Don't worry, I know these lands better than they ever will. Thanks again.
And that, folks, is what we call a nice guy. That was quite amusing, wasn't it? Right. So like I say, that is where I'm going to end things for tonight. Now we will be back tomorrow with some more basket. I think though, I think it might be a. Let me just check something. I'm going to have to make sure I get the get it right. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I had this saved for a reason, and I forgot it. And that's season 4. Was season 4 guide? Okay. That's it. Yeah. So tomorrow will be the last of the 3 episodes in one go, and then after that it will be 2 episodes, and then Peacekeeper Wars. So yeah, a little bit out of sync, but and then unless I fudge it up again, then we should be on track to keep things ready. But like I said, just remember though, Peacekeeper Wars will be a minimum of 3 hours because there's 2 parts. In fact, it'll probably be closer to 3.25 hours because there's the each episode is an hour and a half long, plus allow for a little break between them. It's probably going to be close to about 3. So that's like 3.25 hours. In the meantime, yeah, I'm going to say goodnight and hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye. I was going to let this music play for a little bit because it's nice.